Welcome, history enthusiasts and curious minds. Today we delve into a tale as deep and murky as the Atlantic Ocean itself. The Titanic, the unsinkable ship, met a tragic end on her maiden voyage. But was it truly the Titanic that lies at the bottom of the ocean, or her sister ship, the Olympic? This question has sparked one of the greatest maritime controversies. In the early 20th century, two ships were constructed side by side in the shipyards of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Their names? The Titanic and the Olympic, sister ships belonging to the White Star Line. While the Olympic was completed first and had already commenced her service, the Titanic was still being fitted out. Then, a sudden twist of fate. On September 20th, 1911, the Olympic had a collision with the Royal Navy's HMS Hawke. The Olympic suffered considerable damage. But here's where it gets intriguing. The Titanic was nearing her completion date around the same time, and the Olympic's repairs would set the White Star Line back both in time and money. The theory suggests that in a bid to avoid financial ruin, the White Star Line made a drastic decision to switch the identities of the two ships. The damaged Olympic would be transformed into the Titanic, and the real Titanic would continue service as the Olympic. This theory is fueled by the uncanny similarities between the two ships. They were virtually identical, making it easier to carry out the swap. Additionally, the names of the ships were written on removable fixtures, further fueling the conspiracy. However, historians and maritime experts have debunked these theories. There's no concrete evidence to suggest that such a swap took place. Documents, blueprints, and testimonies from the period all indicate that the ship that sank on that fateful night was indeed the Titanic. Detractors also challenge the plausibility of such a risky swap. The potential financial and reputational risks for the White Star Line would have been astronomical, making the theory seem highly improbable. On the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic, or the ship believed to be the Titanic, struck an iceberg. By the morning, the ship had succumbed to the icy depths of the Atlantic Ocean, marking the end of her maiden voyage with a tragic story of loss and heroism. This historical event has been etched into our collective memory, immortalized in countless films, books, and stories. But the question remains, did the Titanic really sink, or does her sister ship, the Olympic, rest in her place at the bottom of the Atlantic? The controversy continues to captivate, a mystery as enduring as the Titanic herself.